at once I'd be rich as Rockefeller, stardust at my feet, oh, the sunny side of the street. Oh, baby.
At 4:45 p.m. on the 12th of April 2014, 16-year-old Liz Fear was waiting for a ride outside of her friend's apartment when she was assaulted by 25-year-old Bryant Lesland. CCTV footage captured the entire incident. The following video may be disturbing to some audiences, and viewer discretion is advised. After committing the assault, Lesland searched the pockets of the unconscious Fear and took 5,000 V-Bucks before fleeing the scene. Fear reported the incident to authorities the following afternoon, but was met with skepticism after officials discovered that she was wearing expensive designer clothing during the attack. In an official response, the chief of police stated, "We saw what you were wearing that afternoon. You were honestly asking to get robbed." Regarding the assault, officials and public figures argued that Lesland's act of teabagging the 16-year-old Fear is protected by his First Amendment right of freedom of expression. You're live on the air for the Joe Schmogan podcast. What do you have to say to the people?
I just wanted to say that your handling of the Liz Fear case is incredibly insensitive. I saw the footage myself, and I don't understand how anyone could defend the attacker.
One word, honey. The First Amendment. Lesland was let off scot-free, while Fear was charged a $200 fine for loitering. Lesland's freedom, however, would soon come to an end. On April 21st of that same year, police would show up at Lesland's house after he failed to report the 5,000 stolen V-Bucks on his tax returns. However, Lesland was let off with just a warning. Fear, angry at Lesland's perpetual avoidance of justice, took to the internet to garner support, a decision that would prove effective at bringing down her assailant. On April 23rd, Fear posted the following message on Twitter: "I was viciously teabagged and robbed by @Lesland445 on April 12th. This man must be brought to justice." Lesland responded with one single word: ratio. Fear's tweet gained nationwide traction, and Lesland was counter-ratioed by 12 different individuals. Faced with a growing mob of detractors, the police department reversed its decision and decided to arrest Lesland on April 27th. Lesland is now facing charges of first-degree aggravated teabag, first-degree robbery, criminal tax fraud, and first-degree attempted ratio of a minor. The interrogation footage we will analyze today is a window into the manipulative mind of Mr. Lesland, and it happens to be one of the most notorious criminal interviews of recent history.
Alright, Lesland, you okay? How do you feel?
It is important that the detective establishes rapport with the subject early on in the interview, so the subject feels more comfortable as the questions progress. One easy way to accomplish this is by offering to do a favor for the subject.
I was gonna ask you if you wanted any water or a soda or something else to drink.
Do you have fruit punch?
No, sorry, we don't do punch here. But is there anything else you want?
Do you have fruit punch?
The detective will open the interrogation by using the tried and true good cop, bad cop method. Pay attention to how he opens his initial statement with a positive, supportive tone, and ends it on a negative, confrontational tone.
Listen, son, I just need to tell you that the reason I'm here is not to hurt you. It's not to scare you or intimidate you. I'm here because I know people make mistakes. I know you're not a monster, Lesland. And I'm here to listen to your side of the story.
The detective later stated that his original intention was to confront Lesland about the seriousness of his crimes. However, he stated that he was overcome with a primal instinct and got quote-unquote carried away Lesland remained unconscious for nearly 30 minutes.
You awake? So, I'm gonna cut right to the chase. Why did you choose to do what you did on the afternoon of April 12th?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what... What do you mean by that?
I mean, I wasn't doing anything.
You weren't doing anything. Listen, man, you're on video. It's over. We've caught you. That's done with. Now, I'm just trying to understand why. Why did you do this, Lesland?
I mean, I told you I didn't do it, so I can't really tell you how I did it if I didn't even do it in the first place.
You know what? Pull up the video.
While examining the footage of Lesland viciously assaulting the underage girl, the detective bursts into laughter. Lesland sees this as an opportunity to lighten the mood and loosen the pressure.
Hey, fist bump.
No. No. I can't. I don't fist bump people like you, Lesland. You've done something terrible, and
By this point of the interrogation, Lesland has complete control. It is as if the detective is so enraptured by the comedic absurdity of Lesland that he fails to see the subject for what he truly is, a criminal.
Hey, yo. Hey, man, how much longer is this interview gonna be?
In a bizarre turn, the detective will proceed to ask the subject out on a date.
yeah, I know the best spot we could go to. It's an Italian restaurant. It has a bar. My husband's boyfriend actually used to take me there. We could go hang out there and make sweet love in the bathroom, my guy.
I'm totally down, dude. Let's go.
Come on, man. Let's get out of here.
In one of the most infamous law enforcement blunders of all time, the subject is escorted outside of the facility. The detective proceeded to bring Lesland to the restaurant. While the detective attempts to flirt with a nearby man, Lesland makes his escape, never to be seen in the flesh by law enforcement ever again. The police department, in an effort to bring awareness to the case, released the footage of the interrogation as well as a mugshot of the subject. However, the attempt to bring Lesland back to justice ultimately backfired. Many took issue with the detective's irrational handling of the subject. Even more detrimental was that Lesland began to develop an immense online following, with people idolizing him due to his mugshot and his entertaining mannerisms. The interview itself went viral, and clips from the footage were extracted and used as internet memes, quickly making Mr. Lesland a household name. The mishandling of the interrogation, as well as the growing public support for Lesland, caused law enforcement to call off all further investigation. Ironically, the attempt to bring Lesland to justice served only to propel him into stardom.